Alright, y'all, I've got a new one for you today, but first I've got to show you my little visitors here. I got Mo in the tie-dye bed, and then Minnie not wanting to sleep in her bed because she's a straight up gangsta. Anyways, I'm going to be doing a peacock look today using my Jaclyn Hill palette. I used to use this palette a lot, and these were my go-to colors right here in this corner. So as a base shade, I'm going to be using this light color right here. And I did realize it had a little bit of shimmer in it. I usually use like a matte color as my base, but I don't really care. Today I'm just kind of going with the flow, trying to use one palette if I can. Alright, so our first color, I'm going to be using this little purple shade right here, and I'm going to be using this in my crease, and I usually don't really care if it has a little bit of shimmer in it. Most times I don't really care, but this look right here, I felt like it kind of needed a little bit of matte option, so you can totally skip this part if you want to just use like a regular purple shade, which you can see in the video later on. I do add a little bit more of a matte regular purple. But I'm just adding this into my crease just in the shape that I want, and then I'm going to be using a little bit more of a fluffier brush just to diffuse the edges a little bit and blend it out. So the other purple shade that I'm using is from this Spectrum palette from Profusion. I'm just going to do exactly the same thing that I already did with the other purple shade and just add a little bit more color, a little bit of more oomph, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so next I'm just going in with that first brush that we used. It doesn't really have any product on there. I'm just diffusing my edges a little bit, make sure everything is nice and seamless. So now that we have the crease color laid down, I'm going to start on our lid, and you can start with a darker color, you can start with a lighter color. There is no rules to makeup. I kind of just do whatever I feel like doing, and I just felt like going into this really pretty color. So I'm just going to add this into my inner corner slightly, blending it into that purple, but mainly just packing on the color where I want it. Alright, so next is this color right here, and I'm just going to lay this down on the empty space that you can see on my lid. I'm going to slightly blend it into that other blue shade and a little bit into the purple, but you can see further out on the video that I go back and forth between the colors and kind of blend everything together. Alright, so here you can see all the colors are laid down, but they're not totally blended in yet because we're going to be adding a little bit of a darker blue shade in the outer V. And I'm going to be blending this into that shade we just laid down and into the purple. And you'll see that I kind of add this into a literal V. I bring it kind of more into my crease to kind of blend the blues with the purples. It's a perfect transition shade for this look. Alright, so This is where I lose people sometimes. They get kind of bored or tired of blending, but I promise you, going back to your colors and adding a little bit more and blending and making sure everything just kind of melts into each other, this is what really makes your look, you know, top tier. You got to keep going. You got to make sure everything's blended and make sure those colors are popping. And I just wanted to let you guys know that this is my mom's favorite look, and since Mother's Day just did pass and her birthday is coming up, I dedicate this video to her. Love you, Mama Bear. Alright, so moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to be taking that blue shade that we have on the outer corner, and I'm just going to connect it to the lower lash line. I decided that I really wanted some blue down here since we have a lot of purple going on in the crease. I just really liked how this looked. You can add purple down there too if you want to. So right next to that blue shade, I'm going to add in that inner blue lighter shade that's got a little bit of shimmer into it onto the lower lash line, and then I'm going to be blending those two together. I really like the combination of these two colors, but like I said, you can put whatever you want on the lower lash line. This is just what I really thought looked best. And of course, I can't not add an inner corner highlight. I'm just using one of the two lighter shades that are at the top there and just adding a little bit more lightness in there. Now, I was fighting the urge to put glitter there. I was. But anyways, we're going to move on to just a little baby wing here. And then I'm going to be curling my lashes and using a new mascara that I was told was amazing. And, you know, look what happened. I was really upset with myself, but you know what? I calmed myself down and I fixed it and it was okay. And these are the lashes that I'm going to be using and the lash glue. And here I just had to show you the difference between the mascaras. So the one on the left is the one I normally use, and I'm just comparing how bendable the wands are. This one right here is my favorite, and the other one's just super wiggly and straight, and I just felt like it just was messy, but it was okay. And remember guys, if you liked this video, please subscribe. I would love it a lot. And here is Minnie for your entertainment. She came to give me some kisses. But anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Momo. Say hi, babe. She's like, leave me alone.